Guys, what's going on? It's your boy, Nick Wood, and today I want to answer the following question because I keep getting it on YouTube, I keep getting it inside the Facebook group, I keep getting it on Discord, and that is, if you have, or if I have, if I'm the person asking the question, zero technical experience, zero knowledge of how to build a website, or how to buy a domain, or how to do SEO, or how to write content, if I have zero technical ability, if I'm starting at zero, as far as technical skill, is it realistic for me to do this business model? That is the question, and I actually got this literally yesterday, okay? And it's a phenomenal question. It's a question I had myself when I started into this business, 6 years ago, and I want to answer it, okay? And the way that I'm going to answer is I'm going to tell you about myself. I'm going to tell you about where I started, and I'm going to tell you about my background and the knowledge that I had, okay? And I will tell you the following. 6 years ago, is it a little bit over, a little bit under? Almost 7 years ago, okay? Like 6 years and 7 months ago when I started this business. We're almost talking about 7 years. Listen to me, I did not know what a domain was. Now, I knew that, when you had a website, it was a www dot whatever. I did not know that you called that a domain. I did not know that what GoDaddy was and hosting, and I sure didn't know what an H1 tag or content or page titles or meta descriptions or image optimization, or I did not know what the term SEO meant. I didn't know the first thing. I thought you had to code a website. I didn't know there was website builders that you could drag and drop, or that there was WordPress. I knew nothing, okay? Freaking-row. And I don't come from a technical background. I didn't have a tech job. Let me tell you my resume. When I was growing up, I grew up from the age of 12 to the age of 18 on my dad's farm. You know what I know how to do? I know how to drive tractors. I know how to move hand lines. I know how to, or irrigation pipe. I know how to cut sagebrush. I know how to, fix equipment, some of it. I know how to sweep out and clean shops. I know how to do manual labor, okay? When I got done with that, then I went to Africa for a couple years, okay? Then the next job that I had, the only other job that I had, was door-to-door freaking sales, okay? Not on a computer, no SEO. I didn't know how to set up a website. I knew how to knock on the door and talk to people about a product I didn't know how to install. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know the intricacies of this product. I just knew how to knock on doors, go through a sales script, and sell a product, okay? I'm not the sharpest guy in the world. I'm not the most technically savvy guy in the world. And I was able to figure this out. And not just me. I will tell you this. Inside of our program, we have somebody that is over the age of 70. Over the age of 70. So, you who's watching this, that just asked that question, or that's watching this and, maybe it's a year from now or 2 years or 5 years, can I do this with zero technical ability? The fact that you are even on my channel puts you ahead of where I was at when I started doing this, because I didn't go researching this online. I didn't go watching a YouTube channel that gave me all the ins and outs of this stuff. I didn't know anything about that. I had never done e-com or any other side hustle. I heard about this business model on a podcast. I had read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I was like, when I heard this, I'm like, that is exactly what he's talking about. That is escaping the rat race, but doing it online instead of through physical real estate. It's through digital real estate. I was hooked instantly. I didn't know how to build a website. I didn't know about Weebly or Wix or WordPress or any of this kind of stuff. I did not, again, know what SEO. I wouldn't have even known what to guess, okay? I didn't know how it worked. I had never even thought through, like, okay, I just searched for, concrete near me. I didn't think about, there's probably a reason why some of these are showing up at the top. I never even thought through that. That's how aloof I was to this entire industry. And in 6.5 years, I have figured out how to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And again, I didn't go to Harvard. I didn't drop out of college. And by the way, my high school, I don't even know if you could technically count it as a high school. 60 people in my graduating class. We had teachers that did not even have degrees, okay? Teachers that were sneaking out, smoking cigarettes in the greenhouse. I'm not shitting you guys, in the greenhouse during our actual class hours. I'm talking about, I don't think this stuff should have even been legal. That I don't even think I technically would have graduated if I would have gone to the high school you went to, okay? Guy like me, average in every single way, other than I've gotten really good at sales because that's the path that I chose. I've figured this out. You guys, everyone stresses, oh, I gotta learn the tech. If I could just figure out how to get a lead, if I could just figure out how to build a website. Everybody thinks if you could figure out the website and you're good. No, you're not. That's the beginning. Let me repeat this about 14 times for you guys. If you do not have paying clients, or if you do not know how to get people to pay you for your leads, you do not have a business, you have an expensive hobby. Drill that into your head. Because if you think that getting a lead is the end all be all, you're crazy. You who's watching this, you need to focus on getting a deal. You need to focus on getting that credit card. You need to focus on figuring out how to talk to these business owners, because if you can get people to pay you, if you want, you can hire people to do everything else, but you can now use that money and you can go learn. I'm telling you, it's a lot more fun and a lot more easy to learn how to do the back end when you have money coming in than when you're doing it all on the front end and you're waiting 6 months, 8 months, 10 months for leads to start coming in. So, as I've said from the beginning of this channel, we rent first, we rank later. Quit focusing on the stuff that doesn't make you money. Start focusing on the sales. If you don't know how to do anything technical, welcome to the club. That's where we all started. You can make millions and millions of dollars doing this with no technical background, but you got to start somewhere. I'm out.